Most men believe that the peak of an interaction is the moment of intimacy. They think that once the physical act is over, the job is done. But for the sovereign man, the real work begins when the lights are low and the energy starts to settle. This is what we call the vulnerable window, a psychological state where the woman's shadow self is fully exposed and her persona has not yet been rebuilt. In this window, she is more open to subconscious imprinting than at any other time in the relationship. If you handle this moment correctly, you become an eternal anchor in her mind. If you handle it poorly, you become just another fading memory. To understand the afterglow, you must understand the chemical cascade happening in the brain. During intimacy, the brain is flooded with dopamine, oxytocin, and vasopressin. These are the chemicals of bonding and trust. However, as soon as the act ends, there is a natural drop in these levels. This drop can create a sense of post-coital vulnerability or even anxiety. A woman's subconscious begins to scan the environment for reassurance. She is looking to see if the leader who just claimed her is still there. Most men fail here because they disconnect. They turn away, they check their phones, or they become overly soft and apologetic. This tells her subconscious that your dominance was a performance, and that you are not a stable sanctuary. The Afterglow Master does the opposite. He maintains the frame. He stays present, heavy, and protective. You must understand that in this state, her logical mind is offline. She is operating purely on feeling. By staying physically close, by maintaining a slow, rhythmic, and deep breath, you are telling her nervous system, I am still here. I am still the mountain, and you are safe in my shadow. This is presence continuity, and it is the foundation of long-term psychological loyalty. You are not just a lover, you are the axis around which her emotional world rotates. And by staying consistent, you prove your worth as a leader. Silence in the afterglow is not empty. It is loaded. It is a time for the subconscious to digest the experience. Do not rush to fill the silence with trivial talk about work, or dinner, or the weather. Keep the conversation deep and minimal. Use short, resonant phrases that reinforce your connection. I see you. You are mine. Stay here. These are not just words. They are direct commands to her subconscious. By speaking with this level of certainty, you are guiding the experience, ensuring that the only thing she focuses on is the reality you have created for her. This is how you build a legend in her mind. Now let us move into tactical anchoring, how to link your presence to her deepest state of pleasure and safety. In behavioral psychology, an anchor is a specific stimulus that triggers a specific emotional response. The silent hunter uses the afterglow to set these anchors for the future. Think of a specific, unique touch, perhaps a firm hand on the back of the neck, or a specific way you kiss her temple. This touch must be reserved only for these moments of peak vulnerability. By repeatedly applying this stimulus during the high oxytocin window, you are conditioning her nervous system. Weeks later, or even months later, if she is feeling stressed, or if the connection feels distant, you can fire the anchor. By applying that same specific touch, you trigger the subconscious memory of the afterglow. Her body will immediately respond by releasing the same bonding chemicals. Her walls will drop, and her shadow self will reach for you. This is not manipulation. It is emotional stewardship. You are providing her with a shortcut to a state of peace and connection that only you can provide. You are becoming the physical key to her emotional vault. And in doing so, you eliminate the competition, because no one else has the code. Voice anchoring is equally powerful. During the afterglow, use a specific tone, a low-frequency rumble that she only hears in the dark. This tone should be protective and ownership-based. When you speak in this frequency, you are talking directly to her limbic system, bypass the ears, and go straight to the heart. If you use this same tone later during a regular conversation, her subconscious will immediately flag it as a signal of deep intimacy. It will silence her logical defenses and make her more receptive to your lead. This is how you maintain the frame in the outside world, by carrying the echo of the afterglow with you wherever you go. You must also understand sensory association. Scent, music, or even a specific temperature can be used as an anchor. If you always wear the same dark, heavy, and masculine scent during these moments, that scent becomes you in her mind. Later, if she smells that scent, even on a piece of your clothing, her subconscious will flash back to the moment of surrender. You are creating a sensory web, surrounding her with reminders of your leadership. This ensures that even when you are physically absent, your subconscious presence remains active. You are the fixed point, the only constant in a world of change. The final stage of Afterglow Mastery is the sovereign exit. Most men linger too long, or they become needy for reassurance. They ask, "Was it good?" Or "Do you love me?" These questions are the death of the lead, because they show that you are seeking validation from her. A true leader through the subconscious never asks for a review. He knows the value he provided, and he stays certain in that knowledge. When it is time to leave the moment, do it with stoic grace. Maintain the protective frame, but show that you are still outcome independent. Your sovereignty is what makes the experience precious. If you are always available, always soft, and always seeking her approval, the intensity of the afterglow fades. It becomes common. But if you remain the mountain, a man who is solid but self-sustained, she will value every second she spends in your presence. She will realize that her surrender was not to a weak man, but to a king who saw her shadow and wasn't afraid to own it. This realization builds long-term loyalty, a bond that goes beyond attraction and into the realm of subconscious devotion. In the modern world, relationships are transactional. People trade attention for validation, but you are building something ancient. You are leading her back to a state of primal harmony, where the masculine leads and the feminine trusts. By mastering the afterglow, you are completing the circle of leadership. You lead her through the perception, you lead her through the intimacy, and you lead her through the recovery. You are the complete package, the axis of her emotional world, and the safe haven for her shadow. Stop being a participant in your relationships and start being the architect. Master the silence, master the anchors, and master the afterglow. Build the presence that lingers long after the lights are out, and become the only man she can never truly leave, because you are the only one who knows the way to her soul. This is the mind shift. This is the axis. Stay stoic, stay certain, and always master the afterglow.